not a criminal attorney, not here to give legal advice, but I am here to give you the real on this Diddy trial. After he witnessed the second encounter of the physical abuse, by hearing what he believed to be physical abuse, he says that Diddy left the room. Cassie jumped in his lap. She was shaking. She was crying. She kissed him. Diddy was no longer in the room. While Diddy was out of the room, them two proceeded to engage in intercourse. He says while they were engaged in intercourse, he had no issue getting up. He had no issue staying up. He was perfectly fine. And then Diddy ends up sneaking back into the room and positions himself in there to watch them. Which at this point, I'm assuming he starts having issues with staying up because, again, he said in his previous stated earlier that he was fearful. And at that point, he was having a hard time performing in front of Diddy. He also went on to testify that when he would have a hard time performing, he would Diddy would give him erectile dysfunction medication to assist him, and if he couldn't perform, he wouldn't get paid. He wrapped up his testimony with saying that, before his encounters with Diddy and Cassie, he was not paid for any intercourse or for any kind of acts like that, and he has not been paid for any acts like that since his encounters with Cassie and Diddy, and that was in his last encounter with them, which was in 2014. And that was the federal government's way of making it clear to the jury that this isn't something he did for a living. This isn't something that he just was out here doing. This was a situation where, he considered himself friends with this man. He felt comfortable enough to do these things with these parties, and that's where it stopped at. This wasn't something he cared. Like he didn't do this for a living, because at the end of the day, you getting paid for sex. It's prostitution, right? And so that's something that the defense can bring up and use against him as a witness. And so just getting ahead of what they may think the defense is going to throw out there, they wanted to shore it up. Like, listen, this isn't something this isn't something he did for a living. This was a one-off thing. How true is that? I mean, only they know. My name is Andrea Snipes-Booker, and that is the real on this Diddy trial.